Hey y'all, hey friend, excuse me. Oh my goodness, every time I want to record my voice and I always gotta clear my throat. It's like something stuck in my throat trying to block me from saying what I need to say. Bless. Can't nothing stop me, right? Right. Hold on, let me drink my tea. Okay, friends, so I wanted to come on here. I hope you all don't mind the music because I play a lot of binary music at night. A lot of binary positive energy, chakra. Like, I'm constantly working, putting in work on not only myself but my children. I play a lot of binary music to deprogram and reprogram us into more positivity. But anyway, and this isn't binary music, it's just some relaxing native flutes, and to help my 2-year-old go to sleep so he could relax, because I am not trying to stay up all night, you know. But anyway, like I was saying, I wanted to come on here because I wanted to talk about self-elevation. And I don't know, I was pulled to talk about it because I personally have lately been feeling like kind of lonely on my journey, because the things that I find of interest and that I want to talk about, of course, aren't 100% what other people want to talk about, because I'm the type of person where when I dive into something, I'm diving deep, I'm going hard, and everybody else around me, you know, some are into spiritual personal development, others are not, and then others, you know, everybody's pretty much on different levels, different phases, different cycles of their life, as everybody in this world, bless, you know. But long story short, I wanted to talk about the importance of feeding into yourself constantly, because when you are leveling up physically as well as mentally, emotionally, which leads to your spirit leveling up, your light getting brighter, you attracting more positivity into your life, it can get very, very lonely until you find your soul tribe. So starting off, it can be very lonely. So I just wanted to remind those of you who have not found your soul tribe, those who are on the same vibration and frequency as you, to remember to keep that positive vibe going by feeding positivity into yourself. Because if you don't, especially when you get to the point where you feel lonely, you can find yourself backtracking. And not saying that I'm doing that, but I do find that sometimes the not being able to have anybody to discuss topics on even further, to get more information that I would like to talk about in regards to spiritual personal growth. I shouldn't just say personal growth, because there's a difference. But spiritual personal growth, it could kind of create blockages where it's hard to move, to move forward. That's something that I'm just now realizing. Like, I'm finding it hard to move forward in certain things. Not saying that I'm lazy or, that I don't want to do it, because I do. But when your environment and isn't on, you're not able to be in an environment that is feeding into you what you needed to feed into you, because of some type of limitation within yourself, that you can't attract the things you need to level up even more, in the physical aspect, I should say, where it's matching I shouldn't say it's matching, because whatever, you have around you, people and everything, is a reflection. Match. But you can't say, I was about to say it doesn't match your vibration, but it does. So that's why I stopped myself. But anyway, like I was saying, I was just wondering if anybody else too is finding it like on their journey. If you experience like a loneliness, I've seen people in different Facebook groups and other groups like say, I'm just lonely, I don't have anybody to talk to. And at that point, I was at the beginning of my journey, so I didn't really get it. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm lonely too, but I didn't really feel lonely because I was still operating on the same frequency and vibration as those around me. So therefore, now that it's just weird, because it's like living in 2 to 3 different dimensions. You're trying to align with your higher self, but yet your lower self is still trying to pull you down, and then your current self is like stuck in the middle. So just finding that balance. All I could say is that consistency definitely is needed, because for the past 5 days I have not meditated. Then my kids, they were off for winter break, and that threw me all the way off, because I thought I could hang with the big kids and was staying up late, and that threw me off. And then the past couple of days I've been craving meat, and I pretty much stopped eating meat, but I've been eating meat like chicken and pepperoni and sausage and ham and bacon and stuff. Like, I've been craving meat, and I have not had like bacon in, it's probably been a year. I haven't had chicken, it's probably been about 6 months, give or take. And then ham and all of that, oh my god, like, it's just ridiculous. And like, I'm feeling that my energy shifting, my body physically shifting. Like, I'm not making good choices, long story short, because I fell off with my consistency. But I realized that another thing is that we're trained to when we want to grow in something and we create a plan, because I know I've been talking about creating a plan a lot lately in my videos, because that's what the energy is. It's about us creating plans that work for us. And I've realized that for those like me who can find themselves creating a plan, doing really well for, I say, for a while, regardless. At the end of the day, you could go 2 weeks or longer, you're doing well. You got your routine down packed, you've been sticking to it and stuff. So but see, I'm the type, I'm not robotic. I cannot stand, and I know hate is such a strong word, but truly, I hate routines. I have such a free spirit. I never liked routines, not even when I was a kid. I have to switch it up because I get bored very, very easily. So this self-elevation has also taught me that, and as well as flowing with energy, that everything is not meant for you to stick to permanently. It's not meant to be set in stone. So for those of you who find yourself falling off track in any type of way, getting easily distracted, remember, for one, that's energy. That's the energy that we've had as of lately, especially with Mars and Sagittarius. That energy combination starts you off, go home, go hard or go home, but it also can be an impatient energy. So I'm saying all of this because things can pop up where you start to see where you came from to where you are at, and it makes you feel like that you're not going to get to where you want to be, and that's not true. You know, at the end of the day, we're only shown so much of our bigger picture. You know, Jah only shows us so much of our future. He's not going to show, or it's not, divine is not going to show, because it's not just he, but the divine is not going to show us our whole picture, you know, only because of the simple fact that when you're starting off and you're still trying to build a solid foundation, you know, why waste the time? No offense to anybody, including myself, but think about somebody coming up to you saying that, oh, they got things that can help you get to this, that, and the third, or you can get to this, that, and the third, but you got to put the hard work on it, and majority of the people don't do it. I mean, look at so many financially well-off people, and I'm just specifically focusing on financially because I don't know what their state of mind and emotions and, you know, spirit is, where it's at and things like that. But my whole point is those who are financially well off, you know, why they charge so much. At first I used to kind of be offended about certain things, like why they gotta charge so much, you know, like it's ridiculous. But I understand now because of the simple fact that those who are truly hungry will pay, because they know that they can obtain it, they know they can get it back, you know. I hope I'm not being confusing, because I feel like I'm kind of jumping from one thing to another. But there's so many levels to this self-elevation. But I pretty much just wanted to talk about it and share it with you all, kind of, because it's not alive, but just share my experiences thus far that of emotions I've felt, thoughts I've had on my journey, because it's not easy, you know, at all to stick to a routine, and it's so easy to get distracted, it's so easy to get deterred. And I just wanted to give some encouragement to those who have also felt that way, regardless if you understand what's going on around you or not, that you are not alone. There are millions of people who too felt the energy shifts as well, rather they felt them subconsciously or consciously and stuff. But to, like I said, flow, continue, be consistent. When you see yourself, like I mentioned, I fell off with some things because I'm human, you know. These are my lessons that I'm needing to learn in this moon cycle and stuff. So just learning, I never once beat myself up because I already know what it is as far as surrounding energy and stuff. But too, I'm still learning myself, you know. There and I'm still healing from a lot of things. So my whole point is that, just like I said, be patient with yourself. Stick to stuff as best you can. When you see that you fell off, like I mentioned before with myself, I had fell off, and then I was, one thing led to another, you know, lack of sleep. It's a mother, I swear, on everything. That would definitely throw you off in all aspects, you know. And then it leads to other things. Like I said, I it started off with my kids being on winter break, and then I didn't really get that much sleep because I was going to bed late. And then that turned into, me not sticking to my regular routine and missing meditation for like 5 days straight. And then on top of that, I'm eating meat. And I stopped eating meat for the most part. I'm not saying I don't eat it at all, but like the way I've been eating it the past couple of days and stuff, like I feel it in my energy, because everything has energy and it's weighing me down, which of course will make me more unproductive. So be very mindful, because tomorrow tomorrow I'm back to my regular routine, because and I just hope that if you are to have, or I should say, if you have to as well fell off track, just remember, tomorrow, the next day, the same day, it doesn't matter. If you see this, you know that you can get back on track. It's just it's your mindset, and just do it. Don't wait, just do it. It's late at night, so I can't do it today. But tomorrow, I'm back on my game. Forget this, because I got too much I want to accomplish. It's too much I have accomplished. I came too far to keep backsliding, And that's another thing I kind of wanted to talk about too, because a lot of people watch, spiritual, aka, or quote unquote gurus, teachers, counselors, I don't care, whatever the title is, but they seek advice from other people that they feel are in a position higher, I guess you can say, than them. And we all go through stuff. Don't put anybody higher than you just because they're more knowledgeable than you are, on something, or they have a certain ability than you do and stuff, because that's how you get scammed by people who they could pick up on it. It don't matter. It could be somebody who's spiritual scammers, or just a regular scammer. A scammer is a scammer, but always use your discernment. And also know that everybody is a human being just like you. Everybody make mistakes. There is no such thing as the quote-unquote perfect human being, at least not the perfect human being that society teaches us or makes us think is perfect. Jesus was a good man, but Jesus was not perfect. He went through his trials just like all of us to learn and align himself, but the Bible don't speak on that. But it is taught in other history books, I should say, not and stuff. So I've been talking long enough. Now I feel like I'm just jumping all over the place. But I just had to get that off my mind. I think I'm going to start making this a diary. Whoever listens. At the end of the day, whoever is meant to hear this will hear it, and hopefully to help them. And or, we can exchange energy in the comments, and they can leave some tips. We can help each other out, because that's all I'm about anyway. Is, like I say at the end of my videos, when I elevate, everybody around me elevate. And it's the same if anybody that I'm around, if they elevate, then that's motivating me to keep pushing forward in the things that I want to do as well, because that's what we're here for, period. Alright, you all, I hope you all have a good night. It's like going on 10:30 in my time. I'm about to go to bed. Peace, love, and bliss.